deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll look to throw again. He'll drop this down to Jackson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Carmichael. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
We're scoreless after 1. Second and 7. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run here with Bo. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ricky Jackson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got...
He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side complete to Harold Carmichael. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hold it ready. 65 count.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Ricky Jackson, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
No score zone right here. No score zone. 50. Quick 19. 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score from the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And the tight end goes in motion left. To try again after the sack. Allen into the hands of Rison. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On play action, Allen. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That one goes for 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Allen will look to throw for on fourth. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will be taken down, but not before he's got the NFC first down. So they take a chance on fourth. Why not in this game? And it's going to pay off with a new set of downs. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They run on first down with Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Allen now on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 30 on second down, Allen, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now here's whistles and another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll run for it with Barkley. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30.